Alright guys, this is Tech Ed Kirsch Mackey, and in the previous video I talked to you about, I shared about my story on how I, went from being where you are, where you might be. You're looking for a job, unsure of how things are going to work out, resume doesn't seem to be getting you any interviews, no callbacks, you're getting ghosted and everything, and how's this shit supposed to work? Alright, sorry for cursing. How is this stuff supposed to actually work? The problem is that it's not you. It's what you've been told and what you haven't been told. Most people don't know what in the world it takes to make the right or proper resume. Or they get a bunch of feedback and they post things on Reddit and everything, and everybody has their opinion, but there's no structured formula or paradigm or framework to actually get a resume, make a resume that will guaranteed get you way more interviews than you've been getting so far, which is more than zero, right? Okay, so I want to break down why this is the case. Why is it so hard to get an interview if you don't know what you're doing? Okay, so why you're doing and what you're doing doesn't actually work. Okay, so the first reason why your resume is not getting you interviews or the opportunities you seek is because your resume is about yourself. You're writing it about yourself. That's problem number one. The resume is not supposed to be about you. Okay. So typically what people do, they say, oh, here's what I've done, here's my education, here's my experience, here are things, I just kind of throw some stuff on there. Oh, but I'll put in some skills because that's important, and then some projects because people say, oh, you need to have projects. That's all fine and good. But what you're doing is in writing everything about you, which of course people want to know about you, right? Well, actually, when I reveal this later, it's actually not the case. They don't want to know everything about you. And I'll reveal that later. This resume that's all about what you've done and everything, you are trying to give the hiring manager and the recruiter a masterclass in everything that you've done in your experience and all you have to offer. The problem with this is that they have to do the work to find out if you're a good fit or not. With the sheer number of applications, even the ones that pass through the ATS system, that get to their bench, to get through them, or if they have to manually go through all of them, they have to sort out and figure out and file through and decide, well, is this person a good fit for this role, or is it matching or not? A lot of recruiters, especially in the technical space, especially in electrical engineering, I'm an electrical and electronics engineer. Well, I'm an entrepreneur who happens to make a living through EE. A lot of the recruiters are not going to know your specific technology, or the way you word something is actually the same thing as what the hiring manager is talking about or is looking for. So they're looking at this masterclass, it's all about you, but that's adding work for them to do, and they may not know for sure if you're exactly the right fit. It's kind of like going to a restaurant or looking for restaurants that specialize in Italian, like lasagna, that specialize in just lasagna. I want lasagna right now, and every other restaurant is talking about, oh, here's our 5-star menu and bulgogi and all the stuff we offer, and we do Italian food and all this and that, and it's like, do you have to sort through all that stuff? How long is it going to take? It's confusing. The secret to overcome this problem is to reverse engineer the job description. Okay, so not tailoring your resume, not writing about you and then tailoring it and tweaking it to match the job. No. You don't want to do that. What you want to do is shift your mindset to this new way of thinking, which is it's all about the company, the job description, the hiring manager. Remember this, it's about, and this is something in business, what's in it for me? Okay, it's about what's in it for me. What does that mean? What the hiring manager is thinking and what the company is thinking, first of all, they're a customer, all right? And I'll talk more about that in a later video. But they're thinking, when they put the job description, we have a pain point. I have a pain point. I need this problem that needs to get solved, all right? And the mindset shift that needs to happen is you stop thinking about what you have, everything you have to offer, and you have to think about what does this company and job actually need right now. They want lasagna. okay, I'm going to think about any of my experience where I've made lasagnas. So for instance, instead of talking about food, because I'm hungry right now, let's say they put that they want someone who's a control systems expert, and they've done a lot of projects in control systems, control theory, and the top 6 things that they want is this, this, and this, and that, as far as PI loops, PID. If you've done, say, other things like embedded control, and it's not, embedded systems, but it's not control of embedded systems, but it's just embedded stuff, that's all fine and good, but you don't want to put that first. Just because you put that doesn't mean, just because you've done that experience doesn't mean that you just put that on a resume. They're looking for lasagna. So what you want to do is make a menu or brochure that's kind of a copy or a mirror to what they're looking for. That is what's going to grab the hiring manager and the recruiter's attention. Okay? If they're looking for lasagna, and they see the resume is like, out of all the resumes talking about themselves, it's like, oh, I offer this, I do all that. You know, I've done a little bit of lasagna here, but here's all the other stuff I did, blah, blah, blah. And I've tailored it a little bit to your job description. And then they see your resume, and your resume says, lasagna expert. Experience 1, lasagna. Experience 2, lasagna. Experience 3, learned about lasagna. Your projects, lasagna. They're going to say, interview this person. Okay, give them a call. Let's learn a little bit more about these lasagnas that they're making. All right, that's what's going to get the recruiter's attention and the hiring manager's attention. So take the mindset shift from, take the mindset, have this mindset shift from making the resume about me, that I write all about all of my experience. You don't need to do all that. Okay, that I tailor to the job description. No. You do the reverse. You reverse engineer this thing. You look at the job description, and of the top 6 roles, the top 6 responsibilities and tasks and things you need to know from that job description, you put that in a list and say, do I have experience? Do I have my experience where I can demonstrate each of these skills that they are looking for in their top 6 bullet points in their list? Okay? So, your task is to look at 3 job descriptions that you feel that you're confident in and are excited about, right? Find those 3 jobs. I want you to put a link in the comments for each of those jobs, right? And state the top 6 bullet points, the bullet point skills and tasks that job is looking for, and see if you have that experience. And then you're gonna write out or type out your experiences where you've demonstrated those skills, those experiences that they've phrased and written on those sentences. You put that in your list. Don't make a resume. Scrap the resume. Don't worry about all that. Okay? I have a framework for that for you later in the course. You list those top 6 and you put that in the comment section. I want to see it in the comments. All right? That's the first secret to changing the game entirely, making sure your resume starts to get the interviews that you know you deserve.